Hey, Carl from Noli here. In this video, I want to show you our latest addition to Noli, which is internal comments for admins, which is pretty much what it sounds like, but they tackle two basically underlying issues that we ourselves have been struggling with a lot, but primarily we've seen you guys struggle with those same areas. First one being keeping track of things that need to get done in Noli. That could be a real headache. Like if you have text that needs to get written, you're not going to do it now, but you are going to do it eventually. Then you need to log that somewhere, or you need to record a video that you know you're going to have to record that video, but not now. Before you had to rely on external to-do lists to do so, or print screens highlighting text that rewrite this somehow, risking sending that text to someone. Now you can do that all inside Noli using comments instead. The other one, a bit more obvious, being collaboration, which you're probably used to from tools like Microsoft Word or Google Docs. But now you can do those same things inside Noli. But compared to a document, which is just a flat document basically, Noli, and especially learning journeys in Noli, have more levels than that. And so we've made it so you can comment on all of those levels. So that's what I want to show you in this video, where you can use all these comments and how it all works. So let's jump into Noli and see what this looks like. So here I am in my learning journey list. I'm going to jump into an example learning journey here. And here I so far have no comments, but up at the top, let's start from the top level, we see a new button called comments. I'm going to press that, and I'm going to add my first comment. And here I'm going to tell my colleague. There. I now posted a comment on the top level, meaning the entire learning journey. I drafted a learning journey, and I want my colleagues' input on it. If we go down one level in the hierarchy, I can also comment about a specific activity in the learning journey. So still staying out here in the learning journey overview, let's say I want to post a comment about this one, the first micro training sent to managers. Then I press this little arrow and go down to add comment. So here I did a more of a note to self style comment. Maybe we should just send one thing to managers ahead of the first session instead of two. Typically a question, I don't want to answer the question now. I just want to park it as a comment. So that's what I did there. And of course, I can reply to the comment, whether or not it's me who's written it. In the reply, I can mention my colleagues as well. But the main thing I want to point out is that I can also resolve the comments with this little check up here, which is basically what makes this a to-do list. Once you feel this is taken care of, you can resolve it by pressing that little check. Okay, going into one of the activities in the learning journey, I can of course also comment on a more granular level. And here as well, we have different levels. So let's start from the top here as well. Let's say I want to comment on this content as a whole. For this particular slide, I feel like it's a bit too much text for a first impression. So I want to drop that as a comment. Again, pretty much a note to self that this is something I need to take care of, not now, but it needs to be taken care of before we send this. And here, if I want to post even faster, instead of having to press the arrow every time, I can just hold Command Enter or Control Enter for Windows users. Okay, so that was on the slide as a whole, and now you saw a little 1 appear out here on the left, which indicates how many comments there are on this particular slide. You can also access those at the top here. If I want to comment on specific elements, as we call them, on this slide, I can do so as well. For this picture, let's say I want to have a picture of people instead, which is, I always try to, whenever I can, involve people, and especially the people who might be involved in the training. That's always better than just something generic. Can't always do it, but if you can. So as a first impression, maybe people instead. So here I want to add this as a comment. So here I want to loop in my colleague and see if she can find some pictures. There. And as I did so, as I mentioned Ellen there, my colleague, she gets an email notification with a link that takes her directly to that comment so that the collaboration runs really smoothly. Now, at the very most granular level, I can also go into the elements that have text in them and select that text. So whenever I can edit text and format it, I can also now add a comment, which you'll find here. So I'll press this add comment. There, and now we see there's also a visual connection between that highlighted text and the comment. This is probably something the type of comment that you're most used to. Excellent for providing feedback or whatever it might be. So those are the different levels of comments. I'm going to head out again into my learning journey. And now we see we have accumulated a total of 5 comments in this learning journey. If I press that now, I see I get a nice overview of all of those comments. And the ones that I added inside one of the activities also have a button called View in Context. So whenever I press that, I jump all the way into that activity, straight to the comment, so that I get to that location right away. But here is essentially my global to-do list now for this learning journey. These are the things that need to get done, and I can jump straight to those locations, mention my colleagues. If I head out into my learning journey list, we now see that this number also appears here. So that I can, in my list of learning journeys, now I only have 1, but if I were to have more, I could see how many learning journeys have unresolved comments, which might be an indication of, okay, here's work remaining for me. And I can, of course, press that and go straight into that to-do list. That's all for me today. I'm hoping this will be helpful to you. I sure do look forward to starting to using this myself. Cheers.